We're gonna break down the longest throw in the entire history of Ireland. And we're gonna start right now. So in August of 2021, Eric Favors decided to move to Garage Strength here, Throws University, and train with us on site. And he came to us basically with that PR around like 1970 and with the vision that one, he wanted to have a full-blown control over the Irish national record. Two, he wanted to make the world championships. Three, he wanted to put himself in position to make the 2024 Olympics. We had these meetings in this office where we discussed all these, the strategic path that we are going to be going as far as our training is concerned. Now we're in the thick of it. Okay, now we are in 2023. And what's interesting is that over the past year, Eric has PR'd multiple times. Last year he threw 2050. And during that time, he basically became the main controller of the Irish national record. And I believe that he's going to continue to make that substantial progress in his results and basically get to the point where he will become the absolute most dominant shot putter in the history of Ireland. He breaks the Irish national record in this video, which we're about to break down. But one of the cool parts too is that in doing this, on this pathway, he's also already qualified for the World Championships last year. He's in very good position to qualify for the World Championships this year. And I believe as he continues to roll, I think he's going to put himself in that position to qualify for the 2024 Olympics. So let's check out this throw. So Eric's start, you can see he's a little bit off center here, which is how he likes to start. And I think that does help him push, like think about actively pushing around that right side a little bit more. So let's see what happens here. As he opens, I'm going to try and move the video. Let's see where that pickup point is. And the one problem I have had with Eric's technique is here you can sort of see from that top position that that hip starts to fall in. And I believe if he could bring that right hip forward a little bit more, he'll pick up a little bit better and he'll have a little bit better left foot position. So you can see that's about his pickup point there, which I don't think is bad. It could just be improved. Now, he's got that long left leg here, okay? Right there is probably, right here is where I want to see his left foot ground. Okay, so you can see one of the issues I have is he starts to raise that left side. And when he raises that left side, I think he ends up being just a little short with that left leg. Like it could cut in a little bit more, and I think he gets a little bit tight at the front of the circle. So he gets just a little bit bunched up. And one of the things that we've been trying to do is that if you watch like the best guys in the world, best women in the world, when in Eric's case, when that right foot would ground, we want to see that right arm back. Okay, and I think that if we could get him, and you can sort of see the halfway line here, right? Okay, if we could get Eric to get that left foot just a little bit closer to that blue line, I think that's when you're going to see him go like 2150 plus. So to me, he could cut that left leg to the center a little bit more and have it a little bit closer to the blue line, not all the way up against that blue line, but close. And then that will also enable him to get that right foot down when his right arm is here. So if his right foot was down faster and his catch with that right arm was back just a little bit more, I think he's going to have better tension. Now, the other thing here is you can see Eric does a good job, though, squaring up on it. If you remember where the shot landed, it was a little bit on that left sector. I'd want to see Eric has his really big throws like dead center a little bit to the right side because he works that left shoulder so well when he's on. So the cool part with this throw is that it's not the greatest technical throw. It's still a solid technique throw for him. It's not bad, but he has areas that he can improve upon. Another thing I think here is that because this left is a little bit short, I think he drops that right shoulder a little bit. So that right shoulder could be a little bit more level. If you watch, especially Joe, if you watch Joe Kovacs, when he catches that left arm in the middle, he's more upright and his right is down a little bit sooner than Eric's left leg is down here. I did want to point out, I think this is the furthest left-handed throw in quite a while. I could be wrong about that, but I did want to bring that up. So if Eric can cut that left in just a little bit sooner and get that down a little bit better and have that right arm a little bit higher, that's going to give him that position to ground right here with the right shoulder back. That's going to give him even more speed and then a longer push position at the finish to square up and absolutely slam that throw. But great save, good athletic movement. And I think that some of the big factors that we've got to bring up with Frick is that he's possibly one of the top 5 strongest shot putters in the entire world. And now he's starting to learn how to really tear into those big time throws with his strength. And so right now, actually, he just got a new program. He's throwing a really heavy implement to try and slow down that position out of the back to get that left to cut in a little bit earlier. And he's pairing that with a shot that's a little bit below competitive weight. And I think what we'll start to see throughout the season is that he's going to zero in on that left leg cutting a little bit better. And that all comes back to how he comes out of the back of the circle. So if he could be just a little bit more upright and cut wide with that left leg down, and if he can get that left leg to cut down, then hold that right side more level in the middle, that's when that catch position is going to be on fire. And he's jerked over 500 pounds. He's back squatted 650. He can bench a lot. He can power snatch 155 plus kilos, right? He's one of the freakiest, strongest athletes in the world. And when you start to align that type of strength with better technique, you start to see that big time payoff. So that's what we're going to see as the outdoor season continues to roll. If you guys need help with your training, you need help with your strength development, or you need help with your technique development, head over to throwsuniversity.com. We'll help you improve your technique, gain strength so that you can drop some bombs. Until next time, peace.